All right, so Rocco, watched your video. Yeah, you're right. At the end, you said that was a good shot. That was a good shot. I like pretty much everything I saw out of that shot. Hands away from your body. Your hands were well positioned, kept them away from your body. You brought them through, and you initiated the shot with your top hand, which is perfect. Push down, got plenty of flex out of your stick, and it looked good. I mean, that's pretty much as textbook as a shot as I'm gonna see in someone your age, and you should be very proud of that. Shows you've done a lot of work on it. So I really don't have any tips or anything you really need to work on as far as mechanics. I do have a couple things though that I think you might find useful that I'm going to show you here in a minute when I switch the view of the camera, and hopefully they help you out. And just keep practicing that shot. I know you're a defenseman, and the things I'm going to show you a couple tips on are defense related. I'm a big fan of defensemen handling the puck just as much as the forwards, and maybe even more so, and even having more skill, overall skill. So that's a couple things I'm going to show you here. Couple little, not really drills, but a couple little exercises you can do with your shooting that might help you out. And back to the shooting, I would highly recommend you getting a couple of the orange pucks, the weighted ones, 10 ounce, because your mechanics are so spot on. If you start shooting some of those heavier pucks, your shot is going to be, I mean, upper level here when the season does get started, if you can just build up a little bit more strength while keeping those mechanics perfect. So I definitely recommend that Dad, Mike, you hear that? So spend some money, buddy. Get Rocco some of the weighted pucks if he doesn't already have them, because they'll be a big benefit to him. So a couple minutes here, I'm going to go over and show you a couple quick drills and exercises you can do. I think that'll help you a lot. All right, Rocco, so a couple quick things that I think you could work on, might help you out a lot. Number one, as a defenseman, I know you have a good shooting area. It looks like you have either synthetic ice or some really good tiles down in your, looks like your garage, maybe your basement there, to shoot on, which is awesome. I highly recommend, I'd almost like insist that you get something to make a blue line with as a defenseman. So as a defenseman, the blue line is, I mean, it's going to be your worst enemy. I mean, it is the number one place of turnovers for D-men, and pretty much the most costly turnovers occur on the blue lines. And as you get older, if you're looking to play AAA hockey, AA, whatever, coaches are going to be very hard on you. Very hard on you. If you make a risky play on this blue line and you turn the puck over, you better bust your butt back there, and you better get the puck back, and you know that, or be careful not make the plays, not make a risky play and lose the puck. Now, before we even get to that, I don't like to see defensemen, especially younger defensemen, getting the puck on the blue line and smacking it in and playing it safe. I don't believe in it. It's not the way the game is played today. If you watch a couple of the best defensemen in the best young defensemen in the NHL right now, Carlson, both of them, both Carlsons are elite defensemen. So John Carlson in Washington, and just blanking his name, the other Carlson in San Jose now. Also youngsters, Quinn Hughes, incredible offensive defenseman. He's not huge either, but he's fast and highly skilled, incredibly highly skilled. And on the Colorado Avalanche, you have Cale Makar. Again, same thing, incredibly skilled with the puck, confident with the puck, and that comes from reps and doing things like this non-stop. And you have plenty of time to do it now, so I suggest you work on it. So I'm going to keep this quick with you because, again, your shot looked awesome. I would get something. So have Dad order you some blue duct tape. Again, Mike, spending your money for you. I would just use duct tape. Just one strip, it doesn't have to be wide. Something, and here's the key. It has to be blue. I want your eye and your periphery to be trained to see blue without even looking down. So your peripheral vision, which is your vision when you're not looking at something. So you can have your head this way, this way, this way, but out of the corner of your eye, you're still sensing that blue line. And the more you practice on a blue line or in front of it, the more your eye and your brain are going to recognize when you're close to it and you're getting kind of close to that point of no return. That's one. Number two easy moves. I want you to stand on this side of the blue line with a puck, and I want you to practice pushing across, bringing your hip through, and releasing the puck. So, you're going to practice. Again, you're not going to push the puck out here. What are you doing? Risk. You're going to push it with your hip, step through. So somebody has to really come through you to knock it off your blade. Okay? And most times you're going to be doing this anyway. It's because somebody's in this shooting lane. So if somebody's in the shooting lane, you can't just whack it into their shin pads. You might as well just go like this and give it to them. Just see it, bye. So if somebody's in that shooting lane, one move you can do is you can look in, so you're faking the shot, push it wide, step your hip, shoot. Now, that shot does not need to be hard. Your dad played on a team with me with one of the best defensemen that, I've been on the ice with ever. Kenny Trentowski played at Yale, and he had one of the best moves across that blue line. He would step in, he's a lefty like you, so he'd be stepping the other way, and I'd attempt to show it to you, but I'm going to probably fall on my face. So, but he would step to his forehand, he'd step through, and his shot, he's not winding up. He's just, like literally just getting the shot off on net. Why? Few reasons. It's on net. It's off his tape. And the way he lays it in there, it's very hard for goalies to track because they're used to seeing hard shots coming in, and he just chucks it in there, literally like chuck sauce at the net. And a lot of times, few things happen. They go in. Believe it or not, they go in. Two, they create a lot of rebounds that are just perfect because they're not hitting pads and flying into the corners. Their goalie's bobbling it, can't handle it, it's dropping right in front of them, and teammates are banging them in. That's the first one. The second one, let's find a black puck here, is basically the opposite. So, again, I'm a righty. Wish I could show you this lefty, but I can't. But you're old enough and you're skilled enough of a player where you can turn it around to your left-handed side. So, when you're toe dragging a puck from the blue line, again, I want you to put something down that's blue so your eye gets used to it. You really don't have the luxury that forwards do to really pull it back and load it and rip it. So, and again, I'm not a defenseman. I'm the farthest thing from a defenseman. A wet paper bag is probably a better defenseman than I am, to be honest. I learn a lot by watching some of these elite players I've been playing with in the CCHL for the last couple of years. Watching players, good defensemen I played junior with growing up, and watching some NHL stuff as well. So the best defensemen, that toe drag, when they have the puck here, and again, you're toe dragging not to be cool, not to show off. You're toe dragging to open up a shooting lane. Number one. Number two, you're toe dragging to maybe change the shooting angle in the goalie. That's more of a forward fit thing. If you step into the slot, you can do it. But when you're on the blue, you're really just changing the shooting angle, giving yourself some room to get the puck to the net. And if you're in a jam, if you're pinned here and somebody's on you hard, again, risky play. 8 feet of either blue line, danger zone. You don't want turnovers on either blue line. 8 feet each side. So, what I want you to practice doing is taking the puck from basically the shooting position and pulling it into your body. So, again, you're not doing this big toe drag. You're just bringing it from a regular shooting position, pulling into your body, stepping on this leg, loading your outside leg. For you, it'll be the other side. But as you do that, you're able to load your stick enough where you can get shots off. So, again, the toe drag isn't wild, obviously. You're off sides now. And it's not really outlandish like all this. It's basically to open a shooting lane to get the shot off. So, again, so in a regular shooting position, you can fake. A good fake always is to pop your top hand out. If you pop your top hand out, the player's coming at you, the goalie thinks you're going to shoot every time. So pop your hand out, you're freezing them, you're getting the goalie to react, pull it into your feet, push down, load, and let go. Okay, one more quick thing. Something else, I don't know, I haven't watched you play enough to know if you've learned this or you do this well or you practice it, but I'll just throw it out there and I want you to just, hey, food for thought. I want you to work on facing a wall of some sort and get in the habit of every single time, without exception, without fail, you are retrieving a puck that is putting you heading into the boards. Every single time you check your shoulder. So it's either you see the puck coming in, you're looking over this shoulder, you're looking over that shoulder. Depends on the angle you're going in, where the play is, but you're always checking one shoulder, sometimes both. Why? A few things. Number one, you see where your teammates are. Number two, you see where the other team is, how close they are, how much time you have. With that information, you're able to A, know where to go with it, what to do with it, what your options are, and when you do retrieve it, you can quickly make a play and keep yourself safe. You're getting close. You're getting close to that point of check hockey. And when you get to that point, the favorite thing of kids to do that are big for their age is just blow other kids up in the corners. And I don't want to see any kid get hurt, hit from behind, or even hit awkward like this. You're going to get hurt. But as you're going in to retrieve that puck, check shoulder, lean one way, turn out the other. One more time. You're going to come in, check your shoulder, lean one way, turn the other. So you're adding a little deception too. One more time. You're going to come in, check your shoulder, lean one way, turn the other. So when you check your shoulder, by checking your shoulder, you're scanning. You know where your teammates are, your options are, where the pressure is. Checking your shoulder, or excuse me, let me start that over. So by checking your shoulder, you're doing two things. You know where your teammates are, so where your options are, and you also know where the pressure's coming from. Two, by leaning the opposite way, you're providing a little deception. So if someone is on you, that's a fake. You lean one way, they think you're going that way. You buy yourself a little more time and space to turn the other way, pick your head up, and make a good play up ice. So again, hopefully these helped a little bit. I'm not a defenseman. I just watch a lot of them, and I have a lot of them make a fool out of me. So I learned a lot by watching. So hopefully these helped you out a little bit. And if we see you tonight, we're going to work on some stick handling, top hand strength stuff, and see what else we get into. But thanks for submitting the shot. It looked good, and I'll just try to add a little bit more something else for you. So.